Hello there YouTube, my name is Chuggy, and today at the request of, well, LP Superman 711 suggested it, and it's absolutely fantastic. Here is a live commentary, Battlefield 3. I'm going to do it for Christmas instead of New Year's. I've got another video for New Year's already lined up, so hopefully, something to look forward to there. Today, well, who knows what I'm going to be talking about. Live commentary, I literally have no idea where I'll be going. I'm just going to do a straight quick join into a Conquest match, and we will see what happens. What I am going to try and do though today is, well, I've seen plenty of you leave comments saying, oh, I'll be getting Battlefield for Christmas with any luck. So what I'm going to try and do is give you some very basic pointers on how to hit the ground running. Because, I will not lie, this is a very difficult first-person shooter to play. If you have come from any other first-person shooter background, get ready to re-educate a lot of what you already know. It's part of what makes Battlefield very special, because once you get over the learning curve, you will start to realise that, I don't know, there's a certain special something to Battlefield which just makes it a more enjoyable experience, because you've had to work a little bit harder. I don't know. Anyway, so without further ado, I'm just going to quickly check my setup here. And this is actually pretty much advice number one when you first start the game, is get familiar with the classes. I've already talked about Engineer, and, well, I will be talking Recon in my next video. You have a couple classes here, each of which, well, I might talk about it during the video, we'll see what happens, but just having a look here, I'm pretty nicely set up for what I want to be doing. I will be changing the UMP out, though, for my P90. Right, so, let's get going, shall we? Let's find us a game, here we go. Right, so, as I've mentioned, Battlefield is not an easy game. Saying Crossing, great map. It's not an easy game, and you need to be aware of several things. First of all, it's a kit-based, role-based game. Each role, each kit will have its advantages and disadvantages. You will be able to deal with threats which others won't be able to deal with. So to be able to win constantly at this, you need to understand the benefits of your role against the disadvantages, and hopefully play off your team to try and get, the best out of it. So having a look here, we've got two flags here. Let's spawn Assault and see what happens. So Assault is a great kit. It's very much almost a jack of all trades. You can do a little bit of everything with the Assault kit. So I'm going to stop talking so much now, because having a look at it... Yeah, all flags are... Oh, no, maybe not. So, you'll see in the bottom left-hand corner some squares, one was just flashing, and some numbers. Very quickly, this is Conquest. This game mode revolves around taking and holding bases. Here's base here, this is the C base. What you need to be able to do in this game mode as a team is to take and hold bases, which allow you to spawn on them. The other thing to be aware of when playing Conquest is the more bases you hold as a team... Grab this on this building. The more bases you hold as a team... Right, get this guy up. The more bases you hold as a team... Crap, claymores. Oh, I got farmhouse actually. The more bases you hold as a team, the more reinforcements basically your team will get. And I've mentioned this a few times, this thing called tickets, and I've seen again a few of you asking, what exactly are tickets? Well, tickets are basically your number of reinforcements available. Here you can see on the US team of 151, and the Russians have 173. Now watch what happens to that number when I spawn. 149 actually. 2 people spawn. Essentially, you lose a ticket for every respawn that happens. Long and short of it is this. When you die, when you respawn, the cost is, applied to your team, not upon death. And pro tip number one for making yourself stand out as a Battlefield player, or a new Battlefield player, is to understand that, well, basically not to spawn when there are less than 10 tickets. This will keep the players who are currently alive in the fight, and that will mean that they'll possibly have the chance of actually winning the game. I've been in several games where it's been, 10 tickets, both teams, and because people have spawned, it's run us out of tickets, and we've lost the game as a result. Never good, never good. So that's kind of bases and tickets, and basically Conquest is the de facto game type which you will play in Battlefield, and the key to winning... And this is actually another thing I should probably mention. Battlefield is all about win-loss, not KD, unlike many other shooters. Normally, well actually, I use the analogy of like a game of football or something. You don't play football Die already! Blast! You don't play football, or American football, or any other kind of sport to get goals, or anything like that, or touchdowns, whatever it may be. You play for the win. Battlefield's the same. This kills kind of a byproduct of playing the game. Having a high KD proves that you can shoot people well. It's wonderful. That you can handle yourself. Unfortunately, I get a bit bum rush there. So don't go for kills, right? And in fact, really, there's so much to talk about how to sort of move and engage on the battlefield. I really won't talk about it. Now, this is not a good situation. You can see here, my team has no bases, so we're going to start losing tickets really quickly. So what we need to do is start capturing bases anywhere if possible. Now, I know I've talked about it a few times before, but I have a concept of indirect flags. Basically, those are flags which are not directly in play, and more than likely will be undefended. For example, this B flag looks pretty undefended to me. All the fighting is around the A and C flags. So by coming down here, I can hopefully... See, someone is here. Someone saw me try and take it. Great play from him, great play. So, what I tried to accomplish there, which unfortunately didn't quite pay off, is that hopefully that flag would be undefended. As it turned out, it wasn't. And actually, you'll notice I got there, started to take the flag, brilliant. But what then immediately happened is the sort of little circular UI thing there started to increase again, like they were taking it. That is exactly what happened. What you need to do to take a base in Battlefield is have, well, I call it force of numbers, as I get a little revenge there. Oh, and there's their tank. You need to have basically more people in the capture radius than your opponents. Whoa. Than your opponents. And basically, when that happens, die, blast. When that happens, you will start to take the flag, and after a short while, the flag will be completely held under your control. Grand. You then can use that as a spawn point, and as I've mentioned before, when you have more bases than the opponent, they actually start to lose tickets because they do not have as good a control on the battlefield as you. And again, this game is purely dictated by tickets. When the tickets run out, game over. Ah! A little bit of ninjaing there over that fence. How about that? Beautiful. Now, you'll see here that I've changed kit. I was Assault, I've changed to Engineer. If I could shoot straight today.
We have lost the objective.
As we've lost D. Have we got people taking it? No, they're all... They're all decided to stand around the flag. That was a little harsh. You just spawned and then got gunned down. Sorry, mate. Yeah, don't throw a grenade when you're walking up the stairs, mate. Yeah. So, again, another... I mentioned this briefly, that Battlefield, it's all about roles. You need to balance your team, sort of its strengths and weaknesses. So I noticed they've got, obviously, their tank crawling around. And really, we should have our tank, at least trying to, or at least being used. And again, this is another thing. If you can use all your available assets, be it tanks, or even if you're plucky, stealing enemy tanks, you will... Good lord, can't hit this guy. There we go. You will start to win games. It's all well and good having flag control and everything else, but if you have a team which are just destroying you in vehicles or whatnot, it's a very much a wasted effort. You can be the best players out there, but you will always be beaten as a tank. As infantry, unless you're an engineer or a support chap. Now, interesting situation we've got going on here. We're taking this indirect flag. I wish this guy would be a little bit more concealed. Okay, they've spawned. Let's try and... Okay, he thinks it's... Right, I'm being held, so it's a one plays one scenario here. Notice how the circle isn't going up. Right, notice how the circle's now going down, and we're gaining it. That is Conquest through and through. As now backup will arrive. So because I eliminated the enemy threat, I'm the only person here, as it stands at the minute. I'm taking this flag on my own. And by taking this, we'll get map control, briefly. I expect that we'll be losing another flag very shortly. At the minute, our team is down by a good 20-odd tickets. Well, more than that. So if we can get the 4 cap going, we'll be in a really strong position. The Americans here have a slight disadvantage on this map that we're fighting up the hill. It's not really that much of a disadvantage. But the Russians have the height advantage on pretty much all the engagements. You just have to be a little careful here. To get one aware guy. Wow, light! Right. Blast. He caught me out. So So actually, really good example of the use of light. Light is a brilliant weapon itself in Battlefield, and you will see people strapping on torches like this guy to purposely blind you, you know, as people try and play the game. Now what you need to do, or be aware of, I really should say, as you're playing the game, is those lights, you know, they will blind your teammates and whatnot as well. You cannot, you know, have one of these things on and just sort of ignore the fact that it's there. Ah dear, running in front of the enemy spawn. Cheese it. Oh dear, there's someone right on my left hand side. Blast, and he's a assault. Will he res his mate? I don't think he will. No! Great, so he's just wasted the ticket. Well done. You will see light used a lot while playing Battlefield. And basically you've just got to either use the light effectively, so you know, don't give yourself away while using it, while not blinding your teammates, and I can't stress that enough. You saw that guy when I was trying to take... Whoops, let's get in here. Trying to take B, semi-blinding me with his torch. Flag control, we hold them at C. This is a good situation. So, you know, by all means, use the torches, use the light. But, don't do it to your own team's detriment. Now look, these guys are doing the exact right thing. They're trying to take the indirect flag, which is B. And look what is happening. Because I just so happened to catch him. It's just the way it goes. Crud. I need to be in two places at once here. Just because we caught him, we've saved that flag. And as things stand now, look, teammate completely blissfully unaware that there's someone capturing the flag. So pro tip, or another pro tip, keep an eye on that minimap on the bottom left. It's not just there for show. Use it. For the love of God. Where's this guy gone? Well, I must have walked by him because he came in here. Let's get out of here. I don't like that situation one bit. And the fact, look, we're losing this flag. So there are more enemies here than friendlies. So they're all unwilling to bet money here. Yep, there's one. Right, they took the flag, and, well, we've got... There's another one. If I could shoot straight, good lord. First game of the day. A little bit of... Right, let's take this thing back quickly. Ah! Put on spawn. Bad luck to you, sir. A little bit of a nab maneuver by jumping around there, but it happens. So yeah, use your little mini-map. I mean, I just had my life saved because that guy fired, and, well, he didn't have a silencer on his weapon. Gave him away there. But look at this, we're starting to turn this game around. This is what we want to see. Nice, close fight, this. So there's now 10 tickets in, and we've brought the game back. Or we're starting to. Don't get cocky here, Chuggy. We've got them pinned at the one flag, and as I was talking about, this whole ticket thing, because we hold more bases, they are losing tickets faster. We don't have to kill 51 of them. If we keep it like this, they will lose, a good, I don't know, 20 or so, just by lack of control on the map. Ugh. Engineering like a boss. Although I'm not really doing much with tanks, am I? So this is the enemy spawn here. I don't want to get caught out here. You know, I don't want to camp them or anything silly like that. I want to get in towards the objective, because I want the 4 cap. I want to really push our objective, or our advantage here. Have I luckily been able to ninja my way out of that container? That's a quite handy little hiding spot when taking this flag. Another tip for you like that. Crud, someone's over there! So like many other games, you've got hit markers and things. Use that, actually. Use that and sound. That's another good piece of advice, I think, to new players. When you shoot something, throw a grenade, whatever it may be, the characters on the battlefield will scream. They will shout. Ah, blast! I got caught out. They will scream. They will shout. Use that, you know, them shouting to give them away. For example, these guys are shouting at the minute because, you know, they're being shot at. They need health, whatever it may be. Use that to your advantage to understand where they are. Because on, you know, I can't tell you the number of kills I got just by people shouting and going, aha, they're over there. Basically like a free, like they're firing their weapon and they're not even doing anything. Anyway, I think we have just got this beyond the point of no return. Now, if you remember, I said that this is about respawn tickets here. If you get below 10, you shouldn't really spawn. You see, if they stopped spawning, they would be able to contest. Oh no, I just got stabbed. Devastating. I thought there might be one, I don't know. If they stopped spawning now, they might be able to hold and capture another flag, which would stop us taking their tickets, but I have a feeling we've got to keep spawning blissfully unaware. Yep, 3, 1. Didn't even have to shoot them, what about that? Ooh! Well, that was good, wasn't it? Turn that around. Right, so, guys... Oh, look at that. I can't complain about the score either. Wonderful. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was literally pseudo-perfection. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little live commentary, and I hope I've talked some sort of sense, and that you'll be able to take some bits and pieces here and work it. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any more questions on how to get the best out of your start in Battlefield 3, leave a comment. More than happy to answer it. If you'd like to leave a rating, thumbs up, thumbs down, what you believe the video deserves, that'd be fantastic. And if you're new to my videos, you can always subscribe. So LP Superman, I hope you like that. I'm the Chuggy. Thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you out on the battlefield. Actually, one more thing. I forgot to mention there. Guys, thank you so much for your incredible support. I hit the 500 and 600 subscriber milestones between videos. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great Christmas, great New Year, and I'm the Chuggy, and I'll see you out on the battlefield.